we're seeing like from sort of the backgrounds that we come from. We both come from Catholic backgrounds, Catholicism, you know, but a lot of people come from Christian backgrounds where this is sort of taboo. And
oh yeah,
you know,
my sister-in-law is more, I don't know what to label her, but a Baptist, maybe more fundamentalist, and she's very concerned about my soul, but we've come to an understanding, and I really enjoy her company, and we enjoy each other's company, but we may not agree on the, you know, how we see God, you know.
Yeah, and I think as we're shifting and more souls are awakening, I think there's so many people that are awakening now, and they're like, okay, well, where do I go? What am I supposed to believe? Right? So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, what I like to be able to share with people and or teach or talk about is that the real someone's religious beliefs are not of, I want to say not of God. They're not, God did not create the religious beliefs. Men created those religious beliefs. And that's why there's so many different religions. That's why religions fight, because God, or as we know of God, universe, source, spirit,
Right, source
that God
universe
has been usurped and used by religions over many, many thousands of years in order to maintain or control the population, or even for money or politics.
Political gains, or right.
And so, and not to, but there are, at the same time, I also honor others' religious, you know, beliefs, that that faith. See, the problem is prayer works.
And it's universal.
And prayer works. What is prayer? So I like to show when people that are saying, "Oh no, you're weird," or "That's evil." Right. Prayer is sending out energy and intention.
Intention, right.
Right. And so if I say, well, I'm sending an intention and I'm manifesting, that sounds witchy.
Right.
But if I say I'm praying, that sounds, you know, sounds religious, right?
Religious, right.
And they're the same thing, you know.
They're the exact, absolute same thing.
And so that's what I do like to share, so people might think about it and say, what's different? And believing in God is believing in something that's unseen. So if you talk about science, if you believe in God, well, where's God? Is he in a box? Like you say, you believe in God, then right. What are you believing in? You're believing in an energy.
Yes.
And a force and a source of goodness.
Right.
Or, you know, or for some people, a source of punishment, you know, then you believe in karma, right? So, but I think
there's the
same thing, that people, you know, this, like, you're wrong because you don't follow the rules that are written in my book of God. And I'm, you know, my God is better than your God, and you're not going to heaven because you don't say it my way. And I believe that who or what God really is not about separation and about one being better than the other. It's about unity.
Agreed.
And so, you know, that's, so I do try to find ways to compare things that are the same and just being called different names.
Right. You know? That makes sense. Perfect sense. Oh, Desiree, I could talk to you all night long. I mean,
this has been fun. It's been like you said, it's a great chance to have a conversation about stuff that not too many people, you know, you can catch in the hallway or something.
Right, exactly.
About what my dead mother said.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's always fun to talk with like-minded people and just not feel like you're being judged or criticized, you know, just for who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
So,
and really what you and I do is, if they talk about intention, our intention is to be of help people heal, help people be happy and be of service. And Absolutely. So there is no ill intent. And
everything is positive.
and no bad, like, what's the worst thing that could happen if someone gets a positive message from someone who's passed on, or if somebody gets hypnotized and they feel better about themselves and they have a happier life? How bad is that? Right? And
exactly.
it's a good thing, and people are afraid of it because of the woo-woo that used to be surrounded.
Because of the mystery surrounding it, that just really,
Mhm.
once we can sort of help people demystify that and know that
Yes.
this is a good thing, then maybe more people will get on board with it.
And as kind of a last comment on that, that when there are religious groups that will say, don't do that, that's bad, stay away from that, the devil's going to get you. If you do that, that's, wickedness, because it's a threat to their organization, to their sense of the overall church sense of control, and fear. It's based on fear. And I'll kind of bring up Doreen Virtue here, if you know who
I know.
she is.
Yes, I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened, but
Well, no, what happened to Doreen Virtue?
but now I've listened to her a couple times, and she's all about fear now.
Yeah, definitely.
Fear-based, and don't do yoga because I realize that that's the devil.
I was like, was she like brainwashed, or like what happened to her?
I don't know what happened. I used to really appreciate her message of how she was a happier person, having gotten through some stuff as a child and a young woman, and then sharing positivity.
Yes.
And the angel messages and however she translated that. And now she's, reading and sharing that it's all bad.
Right.
But it's fear-based. Anything fear-based, I question. If someone's trying to scare me into believing what they believe, then it's
me too. And even when I think about like the way I was raised, and I love my parents for raising me this way, and I send lots of gratitude for my upbringing. Really wonderful things came from it, but I was always in a constant state of fear. Always. If I don't say these prayers before I go to sleep, I might die in my sleep. Right.
Oh, yeah. There was a punishing God, especially when I was younger.
Yeah.
They've and what's another funny thing is, how churches change their rules?
Oh, right. Isn't that funny?
This is absolute. If you do this, you're going to hell. If you do this, you're going to hell. And then they're like, well, we've just had that, like every 5-year meeting, and we've decided that it's not a sin to do such and such. You're not going to go to hell. I'm like, oh, darn, now it's too late. I thought I was going to hell a long time ago.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Now limbo doesn't exist all of a sudden, but it's existed for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. Whereas truth and a true God or source is eternal and unchangeable.
Yes.
And men writing up these rules, they're changeable. So
right.
That's why if anyone can find that direct connection between themselves and God, that's what you trust.
Yes.
You trust that connection. You don't go around deciding who's going to tell you who God is.
That's right. And I think that's where both of our work is leading both of us to, is intuition.
Yes.
And teaching others how to go in and listen to their higher power, listen to their intuition. Tell folks how they can get a hold of you or some of your work.
The easiest way to find me actually is to just Google my name, Desiree Holmes Scherini, with an Scherini. And there you can, once you go there, you can find, it's easier to find my podcast, Intuitive Journey with Desiree, which is also a video on Transformation TV.
An awesome podcast, by the way. I've been listening to your podcast.
And thank you.
You're doing a brilliant job.
I appreciate that. Thanks. I enjoy doing it, as you can tell.
I can tell, absolutely.
I talk about things that I really want people to think about. I have a website, Trance Hypnotherapy. Second website is also called Intuitive Journey with Desiree, and they're kind of linked. As an artist, I have artist Desiree Scherini, and the Wellness Universe. So if you Google my name, you'll find stuff, and you'll find stuff I don't want you to know. Just don't keep going down. So if you can't remember my website name, if you just Google my name, it'll come up along with the podcast. And I do see clients here in DC, and I also work on Zoom like we are right here. I can work with clients. So I'd be happy to work with people
Awesome.
too.
Any final words, Desiree, before we?
No, it's just been great. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking and
My pleasure.
sharing the
Thank you for coming
spirit with
on.
you. Look, I'm getting spirit over here now too.
Spirit is everywhere.
I just feel so angelic and surrounded by.
Yeah, I love to see. There's two of us coming together. We're raising our vibration.
Yeah.
Right. We're calling in.
It's like, wow. What's funny is I can't see this here. I
Oh,
see
you
it
can't see it just through the video?
only on the video.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Fascinating.
only see it on the video. I can't see it here. It's sort of like when someone takes a photo and there's orbs.
Yes, yes.
And we don't even have time to go into when I had the orb come to my bedroom as a kid, but that's another story.
It looks like you've got like angel wings and
I've got this glow coming from over here that I don't even know how that's happening. And
that's probably your mother over there.
yeah, and this is my soul
Your
group.
family, your soul group.
You see all the different little.
Yeah, they're cheering you on.
This is my soul group. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm reading. This is too weird. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of this and be sharing it. So last night I'm reading that Life Between Lies by Michael Newton, and he talks about how things may appear, and over clients will report similar stories, right? That when they're in that in-between stage, and that lots of small lights are the soul group, and sometimes off to the side is a larger light.
No, you're kidding.
And that's the guide. You know, that's your guide. And so this is my soul,
like your main guide, your main
guide. And
hello, spirit guide. Thanks for joining us.
But that's exactly how he described it. He says there'll be lots of small lights as your soul group, and then there's usually a larger light that is the guide off to the side.
Phenomenal. I've got chills everywhere.
Oh, you know, I was talking about having physical proof. They're doing their best to say, really, look.
They really are.
Well,
I'm going to thank the whole soul group and
and my guide. Thanks for everyone being here.
Thank you everyone for being here, and my spirit guide and soul group too, as well. And let's have more of these conversations.
Yeah, it would be great to keep in touch. I mean, we could go on and on. We could make many shows out of this. So
absolutely.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.